So in the previous Stranger Things video, we talked about a few things. In fact, we talked about a lot of things, but one of the things that we talked about was how Netflix held a private event, and at that private event, the Duffer brothers were present. They in fact took the stage and they talked about a few things. And one thing that I forgot to mention in the previous video was that the Duffer brothers actually showed a clip of Stranger Things 5. Now people are saying that this is a teaser anyways, we are going to talk about it because we have some of the details that were shown in that small teaser. Number one is Max running through the void. Now, does this mean that Max is alive? Maybe yes, maybe no, because for all we know, Max was running through the void in the previous season as well, and this might well be one of the flashbacks that were shown. But the thing is, if that would have been a flashback, the person who laid out these details could have mentioned that it was all a part of the flashback. But the fact that they have not said it specifically, I think this is not one of the scenes from the flashbacks. I think she is still in the void, and I think it may be one of the scenes where she is trying to get out of the mind of Vecna, the lair of Vecna, something like that. But anyways, we won't go into the details of it because I know there are going to be a lot of surprises in season 5. Number 2 is Vecna has recovered from his injuries. Of course, Vecna is going to return, so of course he will get better. Of course he will recover from his injuries. Number 3 is Eleven wearing baggy clothes to hide her identity. We talked about in the previous video that how there was a poster of Eleven being missing, and we talked at length about it, that what could be the possible causes of that. But one of the things that I mentioned in the previous video was that the military could be after Eleven, and this could be precisely the reason why Eleven was wearing baggy clothes to hide her identity. Maybe, of course, not maybe, of course she's running from the military, she's running from the authorities, and therefore she is trying to hide her identity. Number 4 is Hopper brandishing a shotgun. Now this is not a surprise because we have actually seen Hopper with a shotgun in one of the BTS, in one of the behind the scenes videos over the course of the last year. The Duffer brothers and Netflix have released, so that's not a surprise. Number 4 is season 2 demo dogs. This is again not a surprise because we know, we can bet all our money on it that there will be some kind of a time travel, or at least everything that we have seen in the previous seasons will actually come to forefront in this season. Therefore, the demo dogs from season 2 coming back here, it's not a surprise. Number 6, someone screaming as they're attacked by Vecna. Now there's another thing that someone else have wrote, and he or she has wrote that Will screaming seemingly in the upside down. Now I wonder, are these two things interconnected? Of course, maybe, because Will might be in the upside down, he might be screaming, and he might be threatened or attacked by Vecna, therefore he might be screaming. So I think these two could be interlinked. Then the next thing that we have is a shot of the stained glass window from the Creel house. Now we know a lot of shooting for this season also took place at the Creel house, and there are of course going to be a lot of details hidden in the Creel house, so it's not a surprise again. Then the next thing that we have is our heroes interacting with Jake Connelly's character. Now Jake Connelly is of course one of the friends of Priya, and he is going to be one of the proper kids now, and he's also going to be featured in a lot of scenes with Nell Fisher, who is going to play Holly Wheeler, so he might be around that same age group. In every season we have a kind of a new character who gets killed at the end or in the middle. Could Jake Connelly's character be that character? Do tell me in the comments what you think about this. Then we also got a first look at Linda Hamilton's character, and she was in the military uniform. Now we have been known this for a long time that Linda Hamilton's character is going to be one of the military persons, and the final thing that we have is that there was a voiceover in Eleven's voice, and she was saying that they don't get to choose the ending, we do. Something along the same lines. And we also have one detail from someone, and he has said that there was also a conversation between Mike and Eleven telling that they'll finish this fight together. Now someone on Twitter actually pointed this out, that the rooftop conversation between Mike and Eleven that we have been all talking about, that it is going to be a heart-to-heart conversation. Now that conversation might well be this exact conversation, that both of them are telling each other that they'll end this fight together. And then the voiceover could be a different thing altogether, where Eleven is saying that, they don't get to choose the ending, we do. So what could she meant by they? Like, they don't get to choose the ending. Now I thought about this and I couldn't think anyone else but the military. Maybe because Eleven, as we know, she is on the run from the military, and perhaps she might have said this in the context of the military is trying to rewrite her story, that they are trying to cage her up, and therefore she says that they don't get to choose the ending, we do. Something like that. Now the fact that this little clip was shown at the private event, now does this mean that we are going to get a Stranger Things teaser. Now, I think we should get a teaser sometime soon, but we just can't say anything about it. Anyways, this was all that I had to talk about in this video, and tonight we are going to get first teaser of Fantastic Four: The First Steps, and I'm going to react to it and I'm going to discuss about it as well. And on the other hand, the final trailer of Cobra Kai season 6 part 3 has dropped. I reacted to it, I actually talked about it as well, so you can check the video out here. And as always, thank you so much for watching.